Hey guys, welcome back to some Gilded Guardians. Want to go over a couple of the changes that we've seen, some of the updates that we're seeing in here, as well as hopefully, fingers crossed, get some more of our heroes built. We did buy some more legendary cracked hearts. That way we can try to build up a couple of heroes. Now, overall, looking at our two new heroes, as you can see right here in our scrolling banner, Dolvier and Liska. Liska seems to be the one out of those two that is the most and doing very well within a couple different game modes. What players quickly realized is you don't have the ability to have her attack faster because of the delay that we are seeing for the hero. But overall, when you think of a pay to win, when you think of someone, because of course, free to play, super, very, almost impossible to get, short of summoning them, which I want to do a couple summons in here. And I'm going to summon for Liska as well. But you can see we have 38 stones. Now, we did buy 30 of those. We've been getting them regularly through the arena, but getting the gold out of there seems to have a bigger push. And even looking at the ability to build up Liska is even getting one single copy of her. She is also not radiant. You have to spend those ascension seals to get her up to that radiant level. Once you do get her up to that radiant level, then that amplifies the skills and abilities she has with the multiplication factor of getting the radiance on the hero. Now, of course, like I said, when it comes to free to play, near impossible to get these heroes, in my opinion. I would just skip them in the entirety unless you're super heavy started day one free to play. You're not going to be able to get these heroes and you're not going to be able to build them up to the ability to actually have them work incredibly well within this game. Now, also in here, you'll see I have 130 summoning stones. Now, for these, I summon just to recycle the heroes. There's not really much to do with them. And even looking at these heroes, again, you get a basic level. They're not radiant at this point. You need those ascension seals, and the ascension seals are very hard to come by. I'm hoping with the season, with the reintroduction of kind of that Gilded Guardian token, that if we can get some more tokens out of here, we'll have the ability to buy some more seals. Buying more seals, of course, putting it back into the game. Now, one of the big adjustments and a few adjustments that they did make in here is number one, when it comes to crafting and when it comes to this ad. So a lot of players noticed in here that there is the ad that is in here. You are locked behind refilling your energy with diamonds or rubies from the ad. They moved it and they separated it both in this mode. They also did the exact same thing in the adventure mode, that if you want to get that free energy, you can definitely pick it up. And then, of course, right in here, you can always get this for rubies, building this out. Now, when it comes to this game, this is the number one absolute best place that you need to be leveling up and where you need to be building these up in the entirety. Not only do you get free loot out of the chest down here, but this is the biggest place that you can really drive the experience. And of course, getting the gear. When it comes to tier 6, when it comes to tier 7 gear, it is the strongest gear in this game. You have to be building it if you want to compete. And again, if you're thinking of the free to play aspect or the pay to win aspect, both of these you need gear, and you need gear built out very, very high. Now, like I said, with the adventure mode, they did the exact same. You can see we're in the Frozen Wilds. We maxed this out in its entirety, but looking here, boom, watch ads for 3 extra bonuses in there. I go ahead and I just sweep this kind of over and over and over again. I'm giving you free resources. Now, even though it doesn't say that you get experience, your commander experience, you do still get it out of here. We did some screenshots. We did really the calculation. It gives you, and I believe if I remember correctly, it was 100 EXP that you're getting out there to build up the Guardian itself. And again, incredibly time consuming to build it out, takes a crazy amount of time. So looking at our inventory, we have still been building out and really focusing on the gear. We still have 4,000 of these chests, 1,000 of the basic chests. Then of course the gold chest. Guys, gold chests are nuts. You can never get enough gold in this game. It seems like this is the absolute biggest hurdle. So again, when I came to the stores, when you're looking at the arena, buying out this gold, this is the place that you have to farm the gold. But I've also bought out these calling crystals. You can see we're at 2,300. Now, of course, this where you're scoring in the arena, also the guild store, the endless store, you have to be farming and really on point with everything this game has to offer to be able to go through here and actually build all of this out. Now, of course, looking at our chest, this started with the tier 6 gear. You'll also notice because of the guild rank where we're at, because of the guild skills or the power in there, these are discounted and the discount keeps getting further and further, which is awesome to see. Big shout out to the Guild Kraktos. Very cool to see that we are building up the power in here. And of course, the guild bosses, you want to be farming up the guild bosses. We've gotten to the point where we have 2 artifacts. We're waiting for the 3rd one. And of course, right here, this is going to be the 3rd one. No artifact in use. We don't have it built at this point. saving up the resources to build that third artifact makes a really big difference. But I want to hop in here, check out the Guardians, see if we can build them up. Now, if you remember correctly, Leah, we got maxed out to 15. So Leah is done when it comes to the Enlightenment. We still need 2 more levels in the Radiance. Radiance is insane expensive. When you think about 2,000 Radiant Souls, runs about $10 to $11 right now for every hero that you go in here and you recycle. And when you look at the Radiance itself, getting them this high, the growth radius right here, or the chance that you could build this out. I mean, if you're going and if the cost stays the same at level 10 for a 20%, you're talking almost what, 80,000 of these? So again, it kind of gets crazy, and I don't know if it's 8,000 every time. If it gets cheaper when you're doing the resonance, I want to see. But right now we are focused on Tavros. As you can see, he is at 12.6 right now. The Enlightenment, we finally got enough Imperial Souls. This is what we've been waiting for forever. The Imperial Souls have just been insane trying to get on a regular basis. I feel like I have to keep doing summons, keep doing the recycling. But of course, the higher that you build out Tavros, the better he is going to perform. And the reason for that is he is based on attack. So even looking right here, highest probability to get a Radiant level 7 is 60, but the attack rate now is 350 plus 19k. When you start looking at the multiplication factor of everything, then the growth factor, we can buff him up a little bit stronger. That higher attack not only allows him to do more damage, but that also allows him as a support hero to heal us a lot better. So fingers crossed, guys, that we can get this hero done, that we can get this built out. This, of course, is going to sacrifice and destroy the NFT, and there it goes. Let's see, we have a 12.6. Can we get a 13.7? Can it happen? Come on, the anticipation kills me in here. Boom, there we go. It is 13.7. There it is, guys, 13.7. Awesome. We haven't failed a ton of the Radiance, and I know a lot of viewers have said it's absolutely BS that I haven't failed it, but we have failed a couple Radiance in here. And the second one, of course, we're looking at to build up is T-Rock. T-Rock is the reason why I bought the second heart. We also do have the Keeper Souls in here. We're going to do the same. We are going to cap this out in its entirety, and I think it goes, nope, we're still at 60% right there. So this would take it to 10.5. So pretty good with the T-Rock build if we can get 10.5. If the Radiance fails, all of those souls are gone, which kind of stinks. The NFT is gone, which again kind of stinks. I know they're still talking about revamping or changing when it comes to the Radiance level, but let's see if we can get this one done, guys. Boom, there we go. So there the Guardian is being enlightened. Are we going to go to 10.5 or are we going to stay at 10.4? Let's see again what the anticipation is. Is this 10.5? Very nice again. So we are 2 for 2 with the Radiance today, which is awesome. Now, of course, thinking of some of the off heroes or some of the heroes, this is Grizel. Grizel, I do have an NFT copy. Now, if you guys remember way back when, we cracked some of our souls open. We did pull this hero. That is why I have 2 Radiant copies of the same hero. You can see this puts us at 73%. With the rest of our Radiant Souls, we can actually cap this at 75, but we do need more Keeper Souls. I don't know if I have anyone in here that I can get that many souls out, or if I can actually get some of those souls at all. And again, we're looking for our Keeper Souls. Yeah, the only one that gives us the Keeper Souls right there is Grizel herself. That won't even give it to us. Even looking here again, some of our NFTs. So literally, Grizel is the only one that is going to give it to us. I'm not going to sacrifice JD, but of course, we just need more copies of Grizel to build up Grizel. Now, when it comes to our regular heroes, I know there's a couple in here. There's 200 right there. Now, I saved these heroes, and you can see that we have a lot of these heroes that are enlightened. The reason for this is the guild quest. So when it comes to the guild quest, we're getting additional guild coins having the enlightened heroes, and they really need to revamp some of the guild quests. That way it includes all of the factions instead of just the 3 factions or the domains that they do allow and they do have in there. I feel like it has to be adjustment, because even if we go in here and we sacrifice all of these kind of basic, we only got 600. It's not even going to pull us close enough to get the other 1,800 that we need out of here. So we're just going to have to wait. Now, again, I continually go in here and I build these heroes out kind of little by little. Even looking right here, we have some duplicate copies in here, but I'm only using the duplicate copies of these heroes, especially Thorit and a couple other ones, if I have the ability to do and really build out the Ascension Seals. Unfortunately, I don't have enough Ascension Seals in here to build them up, because if I'm going to level up Thorit and get them a little bit higher, which I definitely will do, I want to make sure that we are using those Ascension Seals. Now, also, when it comes to Thorit itself, if you guys remember, again, when we pulled our copy of Thorit, that was the one that we pulled. A lot of players asked us about the skin that we have on Thorit. This is actually the elite version of Thorit. This is one that we pulled, again, when we were doing summons, when we were doing those idols. We got a copy of Thorit. I didn't know the Thorit was skinned, but it is, as you can see. Pretty cool that we got the elite version. And again, I'm going to build this hero up considerably, as well as all the other ones. So even here, we're building this up a little bit further. But like we said originally, if you remember the video quite a while ago, Leah, Tarvos, and Karuk were the ones and are still the absolute ones that we're going to do the Enlightenment in its entirety. Once we get the Enlightenment to 15, we'll focus a little on the Radiance, but we also do want to get a couple other ones. Tirok, Grizel, we have Cyrus, and then we also do have Thorit that I'm focusing on. The rest of these, even looking here at Salve, looking at Phonica, I'm not going to get any more copies of them short of buying them out of the shop. I'm not going to build them up any further. I really don't see the value, because again, if I have a hero at, level 6, not going to be a game-changing difference, or even only having a hero that we got. And of course, this again was through an idol at 5 stars with the Radiance. This is as far that we're giving. So both of these heroes, I'm actually looking, I have them listed on Token Trove. If I sell them on Token Trove, we're going to pick up some heroes. I'm going to pick up a lot more of those cracked hearts to build these heroes out much further. And again, focusing on these ones are the biggest priority and remain my priority in the entirety. But all right, guys, so that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.